everyone, this is Christian from Scar2 of course, and Scar2 Resort, here with a playthrough for Expert in the Mini Tony, the 9-hole cup of the Origin Links. We're gonna start this up with a QB rough bump, which you have to use a power 1 ball here. I'm using a Win 5 ball, the Kraken. Going with the 3.5 back. The ball guide line should go through the hole. The yellow ring should be just by the rough. You want to do a 0 elevation shot at min distance. So 5.7 is 4.4 rings. I hit that shot great, so obviously that one's gonna miss to the right. But if you hit that shot perfect, it should be either in or super close. So good luck. For hole number 2, this time we're going right, and that's due to the wind. You see the wind angle? That's the same wind angle we're gonna get on the second shot. Right here I'm going with 5 top, I think with the red ring by the rough line, and as much left as you can. Just this 10%. The red ring by the rough line is super important with this kind of tailwinds, so the ball will get pushed a bit more than you think. But it's safe here. Hit that one great left, but it shouldn't matter. At the yardage note at 350 yards, which leaves me to a nice thorn at a 20% range. I think I played 25 here. And I'm going with the spins with the wind. That's because it's easier to adjust that way. 2 back and spins with the wind. Ball guide line should go to the hole with the thorn 8. Lower level thorns or hornets, you have to leave it a bit short. We adjust this one's at 0% at 25, 20 distance. Just come in to the right there, but boom, y'all. That's a must eagle in any division in this tournament if you want to be high up. So for hole number 3, par 5, I'm looking for a kind of a circ option there, but I'm just gonna play it. You can play it the same way in pro and rookie. In pro I use a QB or a APOC. In expert you have to use a APOC. We're going with no more than 3 topspin and max left, max curl. And when we're done with that, we're gonna push up 2 rings, no more, 2 rings. And this shot should be great proofed, great left, great right. You're gonna be okay as long as you just put on 3 topspin. That's the key here. Leaves you at 380 yards, which will leave you to a max thorn range. And with the thorn, Goliath, sorry. We're going to play our shot with the yellow ring just by the sand there. With some backspin, the second bounce should be on the fringe. And we're going to aim just right of the hole due to the right to left wind. It just is plus 10% due to the wind push. I also try to put in a teeny tiny baby right curl here to compensate. But then I hit great, so I come in super close, but with the great shot we lose some speed, and with the perfect it would have been real close. So for hole number 4, this is a dreaded hole. If you have the APOC 5, you have 240 distance. You can go max top with that and 3 right. If you don't have it, you should go with some power 4 balls or a circ. Max OP. And just blast it. If you hit perfect, then you should be able to just go over. And be careful with if the wind's higher than 8, I would definitely go with the power 4 or 5 ball. Now for this shot, I have never ever played with the Grim Reaper, but the reason I play the Grim Reaper is because it's backspin. It's got, at the 6, it got 100 backspin, max backspin. I'm trying to see the rough, the mountain shot, which I do in pro. I can't do it here, so I aim to the right of the pin with max back, and I go 1 green square to the right of it and 2 green squares on top of it due to the wind, and I adjust this at mid 0 elevation. And this shot, you can't really expect anything, but I'm just going to throw out and say that is a beauty. Boom, get in. What a nice shot. So that's going to be a bonus. If you can do that, that's going to be a super bonus. So for hole 5, we're going to do a max left shot with the red ring just by the rough line at the plus 10 yard mark, and like a 0.2 backspin. We want the ball guideline to go through the green squares, 2 green squares from the right. We adjust it plus 45% at max distance. It comes in real nice. Feel like I hit the spot I wanted, but just not get the kickback with the left spin. So what I want you to do is try a teeny tiny baby left curl on that shot, and maybe it'll get closer. So for hole 6, if you have a circ, go with the circ. I'm trying out the double bounce here with max top. There's a sticky spot there which I'm looking for, but I spend too much time looking for it. I'll play this plus 10, and you gotta hit that shot perfect. It's plain and simple. So I'm clipping the rough and just roll out. For the second shot, if you go over there, there's a possibility with the cat, there's a possibility with horizon. If you're comfortable with hitting perfect, because with the horizon you gotta hit perfect because of its low accuracy, but it has brilliant ball guidelines, so you should be able to see it go to the hole. But here I'm just too short, so I kind of have to lay up, and there's a really nice rough bump here. That's just why I wanted to show you this, because I didn't actually pay attention to where I was landing. And I also hit great right, and I curled it as well. So look at my position here. I should really go way to the left, because I come in first and foremost I come in too long. You see here I'm an absolute min distance, but I'm too much to the right, so the side spin ain't enough. So I really have no chance at the rough bump there. So I want you to go a little bit more left if you miss the drive, or if you don't want to go with the topspin cat horizon shot. So I'm trying just a regular min thorn shot here. Ball guide line to the hole, but I over adjust it. You see here, just come in on the wrong fringe there, and it makes that weird bounce off the pin. So for hole number 7, we have to go to the right. We just have to go to the right. We have a tailwind, so we're gonna set up with max topspin, max right spin, which is 5.5 with max top, 6 top, 5.5 left. We want to pay attention to the second bounce being approximately 2 rings from the rough line there. We're going at the 8-yard mark with the white ring just inside the rough there. Then we adjust this plus 20% with max curl and try to hit perfect, which we do. Then we'll see, we get the sweet curl and a nice roll down towards the end of that fairway. Sorry. For a second shot here, it leads us to about a 25% thorn, which we can play to the hole in straight tailwind. So that's kind of a dream scenario. It's super safe. It's from here, it's plus 20% at 25% distance. So add that to the calculator, which should be not as much rings. You're gonna try to hit perfect, and if you hit perfect, that shot is gonna go in more times than it's not. With dead center here, and boom. So last part 3 here. This is a tricky hole. Again, I want you to play with a power 1 ball, and preferably a Wind 5 ball like the Kraken. Max top and 0.5 backspin. We want the second bounce to be on the fringe, or the third bounce on the fringe. We want to adjust this plus 45% at max distance. Max distance numbers here. And no curl, ball completely centered. Super important to hit perfect, and by far not great right. We come in nice here, got the third bounce on the fringe, and boom. What a beauty. Nice, nice, nice hole in one. Good luck on that one. So for the last hole of the tournament, we're gonna go right again, because we have the APOC and we have the possibility for a max curl shot. I'm going max topspin, which is 5.8, and max right spin. I'm leaving the blue ring just inside the rough there, and adjust this plus 10%. You don't want to push it too much to the right, because we're gonna go with full curl, so we're safe with the APOC curl. And as you see, this shot is great right proofed, and obviously always also great left proof. And for the second shot, we're gonna look for the sticky spots here. Let's see, there I find it. And then we're gonna go with some left spin here and some backspin. And we're gonna try to leave it a little bit short approximately 2 green squares. I think I got it at 1 green square here, and with just this just 1-to-1, basically 1-to-1 adjustment. If you're in max distance, you might want to pull no elevation shot, which will be a little bit more than 1-to-1. But we came in here super close. Might just want to offset a little bit more, but we got there. We got that -15. Inexpert. So good luck on the final round. This is Christian from Scar 2 Resort and Scar 2 of course. Please remember to click the like and subscribe button on our channel and watch some of our live streams with Frank and me. And have a nice evening.